You're alive. Yeah, well, that is so stupid. All right. Well, at least the data went to good before.
Is it still?
Nah, you should be fine
We
now.
should be. It'll be
Yeah.
loading. It should be popping up now. The big ass go live button was the piece that we missed. Cause it's like up in the right corner. Nobody sees it. It's like,
I know, it's ridiculous. They should make it better.
oh, yeah. Yeah, I was never a fan. It's not showing up here. Wait a second.
Yeah, it's my fault. I didn't think you need to press that. Cause you friggin'
You think it'd be
you went to
live,
the live page,
and it's showing everything.
Go,
Right.
And then you start streaming in
There it
OBS.
is.
It should go live.
Yeah,
but
now it's good now.
Are there any like weird tabs up there? No.
Okay, so let me get Facebook going here. Start doing some tweets.
Oh, is the audio? You know, it's the microphone is picking up the mic. It seems like.
Just turn off the audio input.
I thought I did that already. Yeah, we muted it.
You muted it, but just you can just wipe
wait.
out Yep, there we go.
I don't think anybody's...
Desktop audio, I don't think matter. Well, I think actually you do want that. So now the mic's on. No, why would you stop? So I think audio input capture is just the mic, right? Yeah, it just captures the blue snowball. Alright, so Zoom meeting's up. Whenever you want to move the video over to the live monitor, you can do that. And then have your other people join.
Yeah, let's see. Did you want me to mute the audio?
Yeah, I muted. I muted the audio input.
And just make sure you have Jill on. You're prepared to see when Jill joins. So pay attention to that, Carolyn.
Did the stream die?
I'm loading it right now. Let's see.
Put that back up. It's funny. I gotta take a picture of that. Let's minimize it.
Yeah, I hear
It's
that.
nice, like 2 minutes away on the stream.
Oh, yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's funny.
We can probably start.
Ready to get started?
Yes.
Are we on the air?
We are on the air.
All right, excellent. So we're wrapping up our trading competition. We got the last few minutes of the #1 best traders competition. We have a little bit of closing action as everybody is continuing to trade the same names pretty much
Yes.
week in and week out.
Yes, this is
So-
an exciting day. We will be announcing the winners at 4 p.m. And so we want to remind our contestants to please close out of all open positions by 4 p.m.
Yep, absolutely. Otherwise, you can get disqualified if you're not closed out. So make sure you close your positions.
And I'm Carolyn. I'm Director of Marketing here. And we have Mike, who is our institutional sales at DAS. And we should be joined by Jill shortly.
Yep. So we're just going to be watching the live action as we close the trading competition. So we're going to be watching, the final traders going here into the close. We're going to be going over the names of the stocks that they've been trading. And we're going to just see how the traders, what strategies they use to win the competition. We have a returning champion, or he's currently in the lead. If he can keep it up until the end, he's got 11 minutes to go. And maybe we'll have a returning champion for options.
Yep.
And we have the same old names that we've been talking about week in and week out. We have Yum A, right, which is, obviously they had a previously mentioned the Red Mountain purchase of all the company's outstanding senior secured bank debt. That since that announcement, there has been nonstop action in this particular stock.
Yep. They had a lot of selling pressure, and there was a breakout that was believed to happen. So that's been a very popular stock for the last 3 weeks.
Yep, for the last 3 weeks, pretty much since that breakout, we've had nothing but nonstop trading. Traders have been on this stock like white on rice. I mean, they have every single week. It's been Yum A. So the earnings estimates also, they're expected to be good. Zacks has upgraded it or suggested that it would be a buy. So obviously there's the breakout. There's a number of different elements of news. There was also this beautiful technical double bottom here that led right before the breakout. There was a breakout to new highs. And sure enough, this has been a name that's been constantly on our standings. The next one. Okay. Yeah, we got it. Let's see.
The next one is MNK, and some new news has come out. They announced their third quarter earnings, so that has definitely influenced their volume and popularity. Shares have been up 7% after they had finally announced a definitive settlement agreement in the opioid litigation.
Yeah, so MNK is another one of these names that's just been constantly in the standings. Traders constantly go back to certain names, trade the same name in time and time again. There's also, obviously, sometimes traders are using options to leverage the various different positions. And as a result, MNK has been one of the top traded stocks week in and week out of this competition. And yes, of course, anytime you have a news catalyst, you're going to continue to see that name pop up over and over again.
Then we have AMD again.
I would say AMD is kind of more of an old standby. There has really been, there's been some news, but mostly this is a technical play. Traders have just continually always gone back to this semiconductor stock. It is, a kind of go-to stock. It has nice trading action. It's in a nice price range, meaning that it's between, it was trading between $25 and $32 during the competition. Kind of peaked up here at $31, $30.56 over the last couple of days. The fact is that the stock has a lot of volatility. It's a chip maker. There's a lot of buy recommendations out on AMD. And traders just, when they don't have anything else to trade, they seem to always come back to AMD. When the other stocks aren't in the news, AMD is the one that they keep going back to. And as a result, it's been in the standings week in, week out, time and time again.
Yep. And then again, we have MU and CLDR and TBIX, which have also been very popular.
Yep. So we got the other kind of runners-up stocks, which are the stocks that people go to time and time again. And those stocks have continually shown the same. I would say if it was a total of 7 to 8 stocks over the course of the last 4 weeks that have just constantly been popping up over and over again. Now the question is what strategy have traders been using to trade these stocks?
Correct.
And for the most part, we've had some very diverse strategies. Basically every trader has their own. What we like to see in the competition, we like to see traders trading consistently. We want to see them trading every day, not taking big swings. Those are the ones that steadily rise up the ranks. We've noticed also a couple of traders have popped up into the front runners, and then all of a sudden they've disappeared.
Yep.
Um,
and some that haven't been in the top 10 throughout the entire competition, and then suddenly they're in second or third place. So with just a few moments left.
We have Jill waiting to log in, so let's try if we can patch in Jill.
Yep, I'm not seeing her yet, so she may just join in a bit later. But before the closing bell, let's take a look at the top 10 traders for week 6 through this Monday.
Is it this one?
No. Well, we can just discuss them. We have Best 120. He is an options trader, and he was in second place in week 5. Went from 4th place, then to 1st place. He's not a very heavy trader, but he made some significant gains in week 2 and then week 6. So he's been heavy in Apple and NVDA. And the interesting thing is that among the options traders that we do have, or the day traders that we have, they are consistently staying with the same stocks. So they're trading what they know. And that's something that we like to see.
Yeah, so what you want to see is somebody who's consistently using a strategy and not changing their strategy midstream through the competition. We've discussed in the past that we saw a couple of traders that were being consistent, and all of a sudden they changed their strategy and it knocked them out of the box. So we have Best 120, who's was in second place in week 5, went from 4th place through much of the competition, has finally risen to first place
As of yesterday,
As of yesterday, back in first place. So that's somebody who is on target to be the options trader winner. And I believe it's
looking that way.
It's looking that way. We have 5 minutes before it's official. But it looks like we may have a returning winner for the options trader competition. We also have Best 251, who is new to the leaderboard, has not placed in the top 10 yet in this competition, but is in second place. Let's see, is he still in second place? How would we check that? Let's see.
Best 251, yes, he's still in second place. He's also an options trader. Congratulations to you, as we have not seen you in the top 10 so far. He's been heavy in SBY and Nike and Roku as well. And then we have Best 115. This is as of yesterday. He was in third place.
Yeah, it looks like he got knocked out by Best 223.
Yeah.
So Best 223 may have knocked him out.
Right. Best 223 was in 6th place yesterday. So he's climbing up the ranks.
Best 223 has a $7,827 gain today. Great day to skyrocket into 3rd place. Total gain is 19,500. What we're noticing is for this competition, it looks like the average gain is around 30, from 19 to 30, so about $25,000 for the winner's circle, or at least for the top 3.
Right.
Going down for the top 10, it looks like the average is around $15,000 to $17,000 for the average win. Now, one thing I want to note is if you go all the way down to number 9, okay, if you go all the way down to number 9, you'll see that number 9 is only profitable by $127. Now, what does that tell you? That just being profitable in and of itself can get you in the top 10. So focus on profitability. If you're going to join the next competition, just focus on staying profitable and you'll be in the top 10. Just stay green. That's all you need to do is stay green, be consistent, and you have a very good chance of being in the top 10.
Yep. And then we also have Best 241, and he was in 1st place for many of the weeks in the competition. He dropped down to 4th place as of yesterday. I think he had some losses this past week, but he's been a very consistent daily trader, as we talked about throughout this competition. He is somebody who wants to use this as an opportunity to learn and grow and then be able to transfer those skills into a live.
Okay, number 9. Okay, let's look at that meeting. Let's just check that meeting because Jill's waiting to log in to finish up the competition with us. There it is.
It's not the right meeting.
Start. Let's put in the actual number.
Okay. What do you want us to do? Because
She's waiting here on this one. So cancel the one you have going.
So delete that one. And then start.
this isn't it.
Edit.
Big seller hold.
Apologies.
Yeah, we're just trying to wrap up the competition here and just get Jill on for the final wrap up. We got 1 minute to go, everybody. 1 minute to go, and the market is closing. Doesn't look like we have any major changes in the final standings. We got best 120 still running in first. We have best 291. Our second place still standing in second place. We got best 223 in third place, our newcomer to third place. We have best 250, who's our fourth place. Looks like we are just about closing up. We got 4 p.m., guys. 4 p.m. The market is closed. Look at that. We just got showered with confetti. And in true, I even see there's a little section behind
Yes.
where you saw our background, the staff, our stage crew. So either way, the market has closed, and this trader number 2 trader competition is over.
It's over.
It's over, and
Trading
woohoo!
competition. So congratulations.
Fantastic.
So we have best 120 as our number 1 options trader winner.
Yep. So we have best 120 again.
Mm-hmm.
It's our good friend Roberto. Best 120, our options winner.
Yep. Best 251 is our best day trader.
Our best 251 is our number 1 day trader. And then we have best 223, which is our newcomer to third place with that $8,000 gain, surges into second place actually for stocks. And then we have best 250, who is our third place for stocks and our combined third place winner, which had an $11,000 gain today, surging all the way to $19,000. So we have a great group of winners. The winner's circle is complete, and the competition is officially over.
It is officially over. Perhaps we can see if
Let's
we
try
get,
if we can bring Jill in for some closing notes.
Excuse me 1 second.
Hi guys.
Here we are. They got Karen here, our CEO.
Who is also in charge of technical.
Karen, the CEO and technical advisor for the Best Trader competition broadcast.
That's right.
She does it all.
I do it all. This is not the right meeting, so let me get you the right meeting that Jill has been waiting on. Sorry about that. Is that the wrong meeting? Yes.
Yeah. It's something that starts with a 9.
Yeah.
Let's get the meeting number here.
What did you send Jill? Okay. We'll just use this meeting that Jill is sitting waiting on us. Sorry about that. You go ahead and continue talking.
No, listen, it's
While I do the-
so a couple of things. First off, we noticed that the traders we have a consistent winner 2 times. We have Roberto, which won first for the general competition last time, and then again this time has won for just the option side because he is primarily an options trader. So we have Roberto as a returning champion. That proves that somebody who is consistently using a strategy that he knows and has internalized can win the competition. He's looking to have won it 2 times now. Obviously, we have a day trader who has won the day trading competition. Was very, very close to Roberto in terms of his, the amount of profit that he pulled out of the market. Roberto was far and away the biggest winner with $30,000 in realized gains. Our day trader made $25,000 now. From my perspective, having somebody who trades consistently day in and day out. Oh, there you are, Jill.
I've been on since 3:45. It just finally kicked in.
I know.
Okay.
We're very
Sorry about
Jill. But either way, thank you for joining us.
You got it.
Great to see you. It was great seeing you in Las Vegas, and it's great to see you now.
Yeah.
Shared that same one.
Hi, Jill. So I'm sorry that we missed you for the
It's okay.
recap. We did a brief recap of week 9. Week 6. We had the same popular top 3 stocks, so we didn't miss too much. Yuma, MNK, and AMD again. And it seems that we've had pretty much the same contestants in the top 10 who've just been rallying throughout, really since yesterday and today. So putting in a lot of effort.
Yeah.
So the main stocks that we saw people trading was Yum A, MNK, and of course AMD, as well as MU, the old standbys that everybody seems to always go back to. In terms of traders, we had Best 120, our options winner with a $30,000 realized gain. We have Best 251, which is our first place day trading winner with just about $24,000 in gains. Now, what's really notable, how do we turn up the volume? Thank you. What's really notable about Best 251 is that they traded day in and day out with a day trading type strategy, meaning that they consistently day traded throughout the competition. Even today, actually lost money today, lost about $600, $630. But the good thing is they had booked enough gains that the $600 loss didn't affect their standings.
Right.
That really shows good money management as far as trader goes. Now you got Best 223, made $8,000 today, which took them into the second place for the overall competition, and Best 250, who made $11,000. Both of them ending up very, very close, really neck and neck. 19,843 by 19,418.
Now, Jill, did you have anything that you would like to comment on? When we spoke last week, you had mentioned about traders trading what they know. And in looking at the top 10 traders, that seems to be a consistent pattern, and those are the ones who have made it to the top 10. And
Yeah, it's really interesting because Mike and I were at the Traders for a Cause conference this past weekend, and it was interesting. That topic came up as well. There's a handful of traders that stick with a number of stocks that they know, typically larger cap, more liquid, NASDAQ 100 components, such as your Microsoft, your Amazons, and so forth, because they understand the fundamentals behind it and what they need to be listening for in the marketplace. And they also understand the charting patterns and how they trade around earnings and other types of announcements. So that was a theme that was widely discussed there, in addition to a number of traders who were trading on news flow and higher volume stocks. That's why we've seen a repeat with Yuma and AMD. Roku, I think, is another one that's been in there. So there was a good mix of it. And that definitely was part of the strategy that we discussed this weekend, in addition to understanding what your timeframes are. Are you a day trader? Are you a swing trader? Are you a longer term investor? And, you know, my personal style is trading what you know. If you have another job, or if you don't have the opportunity to day trade, it can be really hard to hop on those momentum and news plays. So you do see a number of investors going with larger, more liquid, like 15 to 20 names.
Absolutely. I mean, one thing that we saw out there at the Traders for a Cause, we had some amazing. Jill was actually the host of the breakout sessions there on day 2, and we saw that there's a lot of news catalyst orientated traders. I would say that probably number 3 and 4 on this listing, who is number 2 and 3 from the overall competition that ranked 2 and 3, that they are news catalyst traders because they have a huge gain today. The market had a very big move up, and they had a tremendous gain in the usual suspect stocks. You can see them, you know, having made. You can see the names that are just popping up here all across the board. You got Roku, you got CVS, you got Apple. You know, all these usual suspects. You also, so these two would be definitely the news catalyst traders. You got Best 251, who's kind of the consistent day trader that's just, you know, kind of, you know, pulling and booking daily profits. In fact, today they lost, yet they had booked enough profits that it didn't really change their standing much. So they had a bad day. They said, you know what, why risk it? I'm good with 25,000 in profits for the overall competition. And then you have kind of our hybrid options trader who really has stayed in positions pretty much the entire competition. Pretty much solid position trading, a couple of key positions, stock and options, and really replicated his success from the first competition, because Best 120 is the same winner that we had last time. It's Roberto Guadalupe, our friend from Peru, who has won the overall competition last time and has now won the options competition this time. So big congratulations to Roberto, and you know, fantastic job in besting both competitions, you know, individual and the options competition. So great work there. So there's a lot to be said for consistency, and there's a lot to be said for news catalyst trading.
Yep. Now, Best 251 hasn't really been active in the competition until, I believe, the 6th week, if I'm correct, and came in second.
Yep.
You know what this reminds me of, and Carolyn, you might be too young for this. Mike, you might remember there was a movie called Summer School with Mark Harmon.
Yep.
And you remember the big football player who goes to the bathroom and he's like, I didn't fail. And he doesn't come back. It was like the last day and ends up acing the test. It reminds me of exactly that.
And you know what? There's a hunt that definitely is the case, because if you were just profitable, if you only made $127 during the entire competition, like Best 124 did, okay, $127. What this tells me is that the vast majority of people either didn't take the competition seriously, or they just were playing around and losing money and weren't profitable. So you got the vast majority of the people were not profitable. You got in the top 10, top 9 rankings here, you got the number 9 trader is only up $127. Number 8 is only up, you know, $564, and number 7 is only up $1,512. That tells me that the vast majority of traders are not profitable, which we all know is the case. Trading is the hardest way to make an easy living. You have to be consistent. You have to stay profitable. And of course, just being profitable gets you into the top 10.
Yep.
Being gross realized green and net realized green gets you into the top 10 of this competition. Now, far and away, the people who have a decent strategy that's ironed out and well planned and consistent, they are far away the best traders. You have Roberto with 30,000 in book gains. You have the our friend Best 251 who came in here at the I'm not going to say the 11th hour, but I'll say at least the 6th hour, and really booked himself $25,000 to take the overall trading competition, stock and options. But again, with his trading, or with their trading, because we don't know who it is yet, with their trading, they seem to have been consistently trading a strategy and locking in gains, taking risk like they did today. They lost a little bit of money, but they locked it in. They used money management, and they made sure that they stayed in the rankings. And then you see our two catalyst traders who, had some tremendous days, which pretty much took them into the winner's circle for the competition.
Now, Jill, are you seeing, based on what you're seeing in the competition and how these traders are trading, are you seeing this as being relatively comparable to what's going on in the markets on your end? And
well, you know what, there's one trader on here, Best 115, that we've spoken about a number of times, trading TVIX, so your levered vol products, and then also Dust and UGT, which I believe are also levered gold. I think they are levered. I don't remember, but I know they're within the gold space. And the volatility that we've seen, with the exception of Thursday, Friday, and yesterday and today, it's no surprise that they have been active, just because they tend to outperform in terms of volume in volatile markets, as people either look towards a safe haven for gold, or they're just scalping with TVIX, UVXY, VXX. These aren't long-term hedges like options on VIX or other types of hedging vehicles. They are designed exclusively for intraday, perhaps hour to hour, scalp for scalp. So it's no surprise to see that there. Even if you look at the top volume stocks within the NASDAQ composite, these, believe it or not, TVIX was actually number one today. So they get a lot of volume because people use those intraday. So I'm not surprised to see those, which is encouraging, because it sounds as if they understand the product. I remember when these were first released, traders were looking at it as an ETF, when it's not. It's an ETN, and they were looking at it as a way to hedge a pure play against longer term long positions. And a lot of people blew up with it. I mean, it's a futures product tied to credit that rolls off, and they're designed to go down. So it's like the Sisyphus effect, right? And they're designed for intraday sessions, if even that long. So that was encouraging to see. And then SPY, Nike, Roku. Of course, Nike and Roku have been in the news a lot, so they have been momentum plays. And
Apple's been pretty heavily traded as well, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of like always have.
Yeah.
I would say your Apples, your Microsofts,
AMD,
Google,
MU.
yeah, AMD, MU. Those kind of are always in the mix there. Again, focusing on those names that are larger cap and are incredibly liquid.
Yeah. So what I'd like to point out is that what I see anyway is an increasing focus of the competitors on making the competition realistic and taking the competition serious. I see that the obviously, and I think that next competition you're going to see this continue to increase. Mm-hmm. You see people that are now taking it seriously. They say that this is a real competition. We've had a winner come to New York, visit the NASDAQ, and now people are saying, this is real. We've had other traders enter the competition just to prove their trading strategy, or to vet their trading strategy. And we're going to see that this competition is going to continue to get better and better and better as we go on and have additional competitions. And that leads me into my next My next saying is that within a very short period of time, you'll be able to register for your next
Yep.
number one best trader competition. And we're going to see a higher degree of competitive skills. We're going to see new traders coming to the forefront, and we're going to see new trading opportunities present themselves.
And I believe in the next one, we're going to offer this opportunity to some of our end users who are live traders. And that gives them an option or the opportunity to be able to try out new strategies in a paper trading account that they may otherwise not want to try in their live trading settings. So that should be interesting to see as well.
Yeah, it's another thing that's encouraging. Michael, remember from this weekend that we spoke about SES and Overstock a lot, right? So these guys who, have been in the 6, 7, 8 figure, P&L range. The traders from the DAS competition are trading exactly what these guys who have been in the day trading, pop trading business for a decade or so have been trading.
That is very interesting.
Yeah. So let's just do our. Do we have any more additional comments? All right, let's go through right here.
So we announced the winners.
All right, let's just actually we wanted to go before. We're still waiting to see if anybody would like to put out there what strategy that you used in the competition. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what strategy you used. Was your strategy successful? Did you have any great stories where you had a mistake that you learned something from? What you learned from the overall competition? And send us any other additional comments that you'd like for us to include in our upcoming broadcasts.
Or suggestions, things that you think would be more helpful or would improve the competition.
Any suggestions are always welcome. Personally, I'd like to spend more time going through live charts during these broadcasts. I think that would be helpful for traders, maybe going through some daily charts and technical levels, especially on the names that everybody's using.
I would agree with you, Mike. Mike, I would definitely agree with you there. And that would be a suggestion that I would have as someone looking inside and helping to moderate this, that if we can even encourage more competition. More competition, more conversation, and inviting different traders on to join. But I think your idea of actually walking through the trade and the charts will make it more relatable and put more context into it.
The one thing we'd like to note is that trader number 3, the winner number 3, still has open positions, so he will be disqualified. Yeah.
So guys, listen to this. You got to follow the rules. This is one thing that we know certainly from our friend, our friends at the NASDAQ, that you have to be compliant, and in our competition compliance, you have to exit your positions. If you do not exit your positions, you're not taking the competition seriously, and you will be disqualified. So if you're not flat, you can get yourself disqualified. So trader, we have trader. Is it best 250?
I'm trying to figure that out.
223.
Best 223
Has been disqualified?
has been disqualified because currently still has open positions.
Okay, so that changes the ranking. So
Looks
the best
like
day trader is 251, number 2 is 250, and number 3 is 241. So congratulations to you.
Congratulations. So number 1 best trader for options, best 120. Number 1 best trader overall, best 251. Second place for overall best trader, best 250, and then of course number three getting themselves into number 3 due to the disqualification of another trader not following the rules is best 241. So congratulations to our best traders. Our rankings are officially complete. Congratulations to our winners.
Yep. And Jill, I think that's a great comment, and from you as well, Mike, that going over some of the charts might be more productive in the coming competition, so we can work on that.
I think we're going to go through some real charts, some live charts.
Yeah.
Jill and I can have some back and forth about the individual names on those charts, and we could do it. Maybe even going into right after the close. It'll make it more relevant and give the trader some guidance and us some things to discuss.
Yep.
So on that note, Congratulations. We had a fantastic, thank you so much, Jill, for joining us each week.
Thank
and,
you.
We get better and better here at Number One Best Trader.
Yep.
And big congratulations to our winners. Great job. And looking forward to taking you on your tour of the financial district and of the NASDAQ. And I look forward to meeting you all in person. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Congratulations.
You, Jill.
Bye,
Thank you
take care.
So much. It's been wonderful having you.
Been great
Thank
working
you.
with you,
And we
Jill.
look
Great
forward
seeing
to
you
it.
in Vegas.
All right. See you guys next season.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was good, guys.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.